Well, hi Dallas, hi Fatima, and thanks for coming on board today and telling us about a program that literally every manufacturing and company in Victoria, Lower Vancouver Island, should be interested in. That being this Trade Accelerator program that I understand, Fatima, you are delivering through the World Trade Center out of Vancouver, and there's an option here in Victoria. Let me just provide a little bit of context, please. 6 months ago, something like that. Where are we? September, 9 months ago. Our economy was dealt a shock that it will forever change this economy. Trading with our biggest trade partner, the U.S., is forever changed, and we have to learn how to trade elsewhere and diversify our trade partners. That's all pretty cool. That is all relatively straightforward. No one's arguing those facts. What we don't know and what we have heard from our community is how. We don't
Mhm.
know how to do this. And businesses, as soon as they hit that how to, they just ignore, right? So this is a great time to tell us how businesses can be trained and educated in diversifying their trade options. So if you guys could explain the program details about it, that would be much appreciated.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, John. And yeah, so the Trade Accelerator program was actually designed to kind of bridge that gap of like the resources and how to actually expand into international markets. So essentially, TAP is a comprehensive 5-day program over the course of 6 weeks where we help small and medium-sized companies expand their product or service into international markets. And we do that through kind of three components of the program. So the first component is our international trade training piece. So we work very closely with trade experts from the government side as well as private sector to, talk to the companies about what are the considerations as they are looking to expand internationally. So companies get that international trade training piece, then they take that, apply it to their business, and we help them create an export plan for a market of their choice. So as you mentioned, John, with everything happening down south and the tariffs, it's so important now more than ever to look at market diversification. So looking at various markets worldwide to see what makes the most sense. So we help companies kind of create this export plan. And then the final component of it is all of the participants are actually able to get that plan vetted by all of the experts in the program. So essentially, they're getting that international trade training, applying it to their business, creating that expansion plan, and then getting that plan vetted by industry professionals from both a public lens and a private lens. So, like you mentioned, we deliver this program all over BC, and we're in Victoria, catering to Vancouver Island once a year, and really there to support the companies who are either looking to expand first time or are already doing business in an international market and looking to kind of scale up or looking at new markets. So we
This
work
is
with.
very exciting.
Mhm.
If folks, and they should be, if they're looking to diversify their trade and can't make the Victoria session, then they will naturally now know where to go, and they might travel to Vancouver.
Absolutely.
Okay, why don't we provide some details on how folks can get some background information? So there's likely a link, who to call, who to connect with.
Absolutely. So there's information on our website, so tapbc.ca. It has all of the details about our upcoming cohort. So our Vancouver Island cohort launches next week on September 17th, and it's going to be hosted in downtown Victoria. So we ask that if you are interested to send in your application online. Once I receive that application, I will be in touch with next steps to connect with each business.
Well, that's very cool. And is there a cost? Yes, I
There
see.
is, yeah. So the cost of the program, great question. The cost of the program is $5,000, but we are a federally funded program, which means qualifying companies are able to receive a bursary for attendance. So if a company does qualify, we actually extend a 90% bursary to attend the program. So it ends up bringing the cost from $5,000 all the way to $500.
That's the best deal in the province.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. As a last comment, I want to acknowledge that Dallas Gislason, Deputy Director, Regional Economic Development of the South Island Prosperity Partnership, is the gentleman who is helping promote it and extend this out to the region. Dallas and SIP, thank you very much. These are mission critical educational moments. Thank you.
Yeah, well, let me just say that. So we worked, I think it was about 7 years ago with the Victoria Chamber to bring the TAP program here. And I have to say, over that 7 years, which that they've been doing it here, I haven't heard one company that regretted the decision to invest the resources in going to this. Like it's not, I mean, the cost is not very expensive, but spending the time and dedicated to it, I haven't heard anyone say that they regret it. And it's really just about really a deep assessment on a exploring a market. So if you're 80 to 90% in the US, which most companies that export here are, and you want to look at Japan or another market in Asia or somewhere, go through this program and use that time, that dedicated time to really explore that market in depth and get it validated by experts. It's such a great opportunity.
Yeah, that is fantastic. Thank you, SIP. Thank you, World Trade Center. Thank you very much. Let's start integrating our educational resources so we can adapt to these global changes really rapidly and efficiently. Thank you.
Thank you so
For your help,
much.
Tom. Thank you.